Hey everyone, Mark Powell here with Osborne Home Group and eXp Realty in Northern Colorado. First, I just want to thank you for joining me today. I'm grateful for your time. This channel is all about helping you make smart real estate decisions here in the Northern Front Range, from Fort Collins to Loveland, Windsor, Greeley, and everywhere in between. One of the questions I get almost every week from clients is, Mark, is now really a good time to buy a home in Northern Colorado? It's a great question, and the truth is, there isn't a one-size-fits-all answer. The right time depends on your financial situation, your lifestyle, and what's happening in the market right now. In this video, I'm going to break it all down: mortgage rates, inventory levels, buyer demand, and long-term outlook, so you can make the best decision for you and your family. Let's start with mortgage rates because that's the number one thing on everyone's mind. We're not in the 3% rate environment we saw in 2020 and 2021 anymore. Today, rates are closer to 6.5 to 7%. That does change the monthly payment. For example, on a $500,000 home, at 3% interest, your monthly payment would have been around $2,100. At 6.5%, that jumps to about $3,200. That's a big difference, and it's one of the reasons some buyers are sitting on the sidelines. But here's what I tell my clients. While affordability is tighter, the competition has cooled down. You're not competing with 10 or 15 offers anymore. You actually have time to breathe, think, and negotiate. Now let's talk about inventory. During the pandemic, homes in Northern Colorado were selling in days. It wasn't uncommon for homes to have multiple offers the first weekend. In 2024-25, we've seen inventory increase. That means more choices, more time, and less stress. In Fort Collins and Loveland, the average days on market right now are hovering around 30 to 40 days. That's a huge shift compared to the 7 to 10 days we saw during the frenzy. For buyers, this creates opportunity. You're not rushed, and you can find the home that really fits your needs. By the way, if you're finding this breakdown helpful, do me a quick favor. Smash that like button and hit subscribe. It really helps more people here in Northern Colorado find this information, and it lets me keep making videos like this to help you. One of the biggest advantages buyers have today is negotiation power. During the peak frenzy, sellers held all the cards. Buyers were waiving inspections, covering appraisal gaps, and paying way over asking just to win. But today, things look very different. Sellers are offering concessions. Inspection credits are back on the table. We're seeing price reductions when homes sit on the market. I've even had clients recently negotiate closing costs paid by the seller, something we hadn't seen in years. This doesn't mean you can offer pennies on the dollar, but it does mean you have leverage, and that's something buyers have been waiting for. At the end of the day, buying a home isn't just a financial decision. It's about your life. Do you need more space for your growing family? Do you want to stop renting and start building equity? Do you want to be closer to trails, schools, or work in Northern Colorado? If the answer is yes, then waiting for the perfect market might actually cost you more in time and quality of life than you save in interest rates. So, what about the future? Rates may come down in the next 12 to 18 months. If they do, you can refinance. Inventory could tighten again if builders slow down or demand picks up. And long-term, Northern Colorado has always trended upward in home values, even with short-term dips. Waiting can be risky. Prices might climb, or inventory might shrink. Buying now gives you today's choices, today's prices, and the ability to refinance if rates drop. So, let's wrap it up. Is now a good time to buy a home in Northern Colorado? If you're financially stable and can handle today's payments, yes, you'll find more options and more negotiating power than a few years ago. If you're waiting for a crash, history shows Northern Colorado is one of the most resilient markets in the country. And if your lifestyle is telling you it's time, the best time to buy is when it's right for you. Thanks so much for sticking with me until the end. I truly appreciate you being here. If you found this video helpful, please hit like, subscribe, and share it with someone who's thinking about buying in Northern Colorado. I'm Mark Powell with Osborne Home Group and eXp Realty, and if you're considering buying or selling, my contact info is below. I'd love to help guide you through the process. And in my next video, I'll be sharing the best neighborhoods in Fort Collins and Loveland for families. You won't want to miss it. See you there.